So while the world's reacting and looking at Donald Trump posting pictures of himself AI generated as the new Pope, which is just, yeah, grabbing all the attention in the media, at the same time, a row is erupting as Emmanuel Macron, is being accused of wanting to choose the next Pope himself. Now, the interesting thing about this before we even start is if you dive into Emmanuel Macron and all the connections he's got and signs of Antichrist and everything, it's really interesting. And he's a prince and all these things. And he had the most visits as per world leaders with the previous Pope. And they were constantly talking about the Middle East and things like that. So it's really interesting that he's now caught up in this row about trying to choose the next Pope, or albeit influence the conclave in his way to try and force his selection through. He should have maybe volunteered Donald Trump for the position. Solve a lot of other people's problems immediately. But anyway, the papal conclave to elect Pope Francis' successor begins on May the 7th in the Sistine Chapel, with cardinal electors gathering in secrecy to vote. Not a big secret since we all know it's happening. But anyway, the row erupted after reports of 2 private meetings involving Macron and key Vatican figures, prompting the claims of interventionism worthy of a modern sun king, in a reference to former French monarch Louis XIV. Now, the French president on April 26 hosted a lunch at the French embassy in Rome with 4 of the 5 French cardinal electors, including Cardinal Jean-Marc Aveline, Archbishop of Marseille, widely seen as a potential frontrunner. The following evening, Mr. Macron was spotted dining at a restaurant in Piazza del Popolo with Andrea Riccardi, founder of the influential Sant'Egidio Catholic movement. The group, known for its ties to the late Pope Francis and progressive positions on issues such as immigration, has long-standing links with Mr. Macron and has become a lightning rod for conservative critics in Italy. So why, when he's got so much trouble in his own country, when he has so many bigger issues at the moment, like Donald Trump and tariffs and Russia and Ukraine and all these other things that he should be looking at and maybe weighing on and giving decisions and having dinners with, he's having dinners with these influential cardinals and people from the Catholic Church on the very cusp of the conclave starting this week on the 7th. Why? Why, Macron? I guess we'll never know, because Macron is playing his part in the rise of everything that's coming as well. And it's interesting to see this, and it's slipping through the cracks while people look at other news, again, like Donald Trump's picture that he posted, when they should be looking at this and wondering what Macron's end game is. Did Francis tell him who he wants as his successor? Who would be the best person for the job? It's interesting. But again, we're not looking for the false prophet or the Antichrist. We're looking for Jesus Christ, who is coming really, really soon. It is interesting, however, to see how these world events play out right in front of our faces. God bless. Keep looking up. Shalom.